what you see on this channel, please do me a favor, subscribe, like this video, hit the notification bell so that way you don't miss out on any of the great content we got coming your way. Enjoy this video. Welcome back to the Gospel Music Training Center. Thanks for tuning in to another video tutorial. This week we're going to be doing the band approach for the song entitled Oh It Is Jesus. We're still going to be in the key of D flat major. I believe this is part 4. I think this is part 4. We went through part 1 where we just went through the left hand bass and right hand melody, keeping it very simple. And then in part 2 we took it up a notch and I showed you some different basic chords, basic harmony that you could do to spice it up a little bit more and add a little bit more color, a little bit more flavor with chords and harmony. Then in part 3, what we did was take it up another notch and I showed you how to do more fuller things with dominant sevenths and chord extensions and things like that. So now we're to the point where we're building, and now if you want to play this song with a band, this is what this video is for. So let's get started. We're going to be in the key of D flat major. Now let's start with the number system scale. Here we go. So D flat is the 1, E flat is the 2, F is the 3, G flat is the 4, A flat is the 5, B flat is the 6, C is the 7, and then we're back at the 1, D flat, okay? So that's our number system scale for the key of D flat major. That's what we're going to use to identify what's happening with this song. So the first thing that we're going to start off with is this intro, and it's going to walk up from the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And this is a very common chord progression that happens in more traditional styles of gospel music. So once again, this is a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And as you notice, we're going right up the scale, but starting from the 3, okay? And this is how it sounds. I didn't get a chance to catch it. Here we go. So that's where we're going. We're going from the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And what's happening is it's very simple. You're going to be going back and forth from 2 chords primarily, and that's a D flat major to a E flat minor. And then there's another chord that's a half step up, but I'll show you. But pretty much what you should practice first is practicing going back and forth from a D flat major to E flat minor chord. So we're starting off with the first inversion of a D flat major chord. We got F, A flat, and D flat, okay? That's first inversion. Then we're going to come down to E flat minor, and that's in root position. So we got E flat, G flat, and B flat, okay? So then we're going to go down, but we're going to go back to another D flat major. So we're alternating. We're going from a D flat major to E flat minor, D flat major, but we're going down to the next closest inversion or root position chord, depending on where we are. So start with first inversion, D flat major, then go to root position, E flat minor. Then we're gonna keep going down, and now we're at a D flat major chord in root position. We got D flat, F, and A flat, okay? And then we're gonna go, we have a chord right before this one. So remember this chord is special because there's another chord that happens right before this. So this is another E flat minor chord. We got B flat, E flat, and G flat, okay? And then to A flat, D flat, and F. So this is the chord that we're going to end up on. So before we add in that extra chord, you should be able to practice doing this. And if you want to, you can keep going. So you can start. So all I'm doing is alternating back from an E flat major, I'm sorry, not an E flat major, a D flat major to E flat minor, and I'm just going on and on. D flat major, E flat minor, D flat major, E flat minor, D flat major, E flat minor, D flat major, E flat minor. But the trick happens on the 4th chord. This is the 1st chord, this is the 2nd chord, this is the 3rd chord. And then the 4th chord would be this E flat minor chord, right? But right before we go to that E flat minor chord, we're gonna go a half step up, okay, to an E minor chord. We got B, E, and G. And then back down to E flat minor. So in context, right before the fourth chord, that extra chord is an E minor chord, it's a half step up. So it's like this. Right here. And then we hit the E flat minor to D flat major. So in context, once again, but what you want to do, you want to hit it. Okay? And what I also do, I add more flavor by using the E as a grace note. Like that. And then when I get to the E minor chord, I'll do this alternating thing. So the first key thing is to master the understanding of what's happening, because before you start to do all this extra stuff, you got to know what the foundation of it is. And I understand that. So that's why it looks easy to me. But you gotta master the basics of the concept, okay? So you know exactly what it is you're playing. And all I did was, once I get to this E minor, I'm adding rhythm. Okay, so in context, it'll be like this. So I'm going, so with the E minor chord, when I add that rhythm, I'm going with the E and G first, and then my left hand is gonna hit the B. So the two top notes are gonna be played with my right hand, and then the one single note is gonna be played with my left hand. Remember, there's 3 notes. So my left hand is gonna take care of the lowest note, and then my right hand is gonna take care of the 2 top notes. And it start right, left, right. Okay, like that. So right, left, right, and then go down a half step. So that's something that just has to be practiced. Now, you don't have to do this, but it's just something that I did to add extra flavor, and it sounds like this. Okay. And even the fingering, you know, it's gonna take some work, so that's something that you might have to slow down and just, the key thing with learning anything is having the right approach. So sometimes things might look like you can't do it, but it's all about repetition. It's all about, you know, getting more familiar with the concept or idea. It's not that you can't do it, it's just that you're unfamiliar with the concept. So the only way to get familiar with something is to keep doing it over and over. And that's where the patience has to play a part, because, you know, that's how you get better, with repetition. Repetition is the mother skill. So in anything you do, it takes repetition. So if you want to learn how to do this little movement, then you're going to probably have to stop the video and then just do this. And then do it in rhythm. This is how I would practice. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, like that. Until you can really get it without thinking about it anymore. Okay? And you can even slow. And all I did was slide up the piano, and it gives an extra feel. So here it is. Here it is right here.